Hello, Neddies. How you doing? Oh, no, it's one Neddy and a couple of cows. That was really shit.
Hello and welcome to an update video of what's been going on with the channel, and obviously not a lot. First of all, thank you to Charles of Dashcam Hull for his shout out for for compilation 100, which he edited. It's brought a few subscribers to the channel. Yeah, what's been going on? Well, it's no secret I do have mental health issues. I do suffer from depression, anxiety, and yeah, the past few years have not been great. Earlier this year, I kind of just bummed out on the entire channel. I hadn't touched the editing software since May, since about April-May time. When I was doing compilation 105, 101 to 104 have been completed for months. I just haven't released them. I've not even been going through the clips either, which a lot of the channels that I've given footage to, they've been using the ones that I gave out in the middle of April. I know that Hola Dashcam and K9 have been slowly trickling them. So yeah, thank you for those, and thank you to the other guys who have been showing my clips. But as I haven't even gone through them, I'm slowly trying to go for the backlog, which I think I've got back to July. July being a bit of a weird month, but yeah, for me. But yeah, I've slowly gone through it. I've not organised any sort of giveaway clips, and definitely not sorted anything towards editing a compilation, or even able to hand them out. Yeah, obviously the past few years have been tough with COVID. I mean, let's face it, things weren't brilliant beforehand, but COVID really didn't help it. Yeah, I still work a job that I've worked for 11 years that I hate. I still need to get away from it. The last year my house got flooded, and we're still going through the process of, well, I say the process, we're just trying to get it sorted out. My living room still has bare floorboards. Hopefully we'll get that sorted before Christmas. I can actually start bringing stuff downstairs and organising it in such a way that it's actually a living room rather than random stuff. Yeah, obviously with last year we lost Splodge, my sister's Staffy Cross, and earlier this year we lost Cheeseburger. Yeah, that was quite sudden. With Splodge, she had a trapped nerve, and she had it for a long time, and she slowly lost mobility, and she got to the point where she couldn't eat or drink. Well, she lost any sort of desire to eat or drink. Cheesy, on the other hand, she started acting a bit strange, wanting to be left alone. Wants to be left alone. We took her to the vets, and she had a growth within her intestines, believe it was, and an inflamed lymph node in her lungs. So yeah, there was no chance of saving her, but that was quite sudden in the space of a week. So it was quite sudden. As for the dude, he's been the dude. He's still trying to get used to being the head pet of the house. Which he's an idiot, so he's not doing too well. He's actually actively picking fights with the neighbourhood cats, which I think Cheesy was doing a good job of keeping them away. So he's been a bit weird. He's been treating my house like a drive-through as well. Comes in for food, goes straight out. He doesn't stay there anymore because he hasn't got any reason to stay in my side of the house, because the other dog, the Cheesy wasn't bullying him anymore. It's just like, he can get his time alone. Well, no other pets for him to be bothered by, so he doesn't stay in my side of the house anymore. So yeah, it's a bit weirder with him. I think he's 11 years old now, 11 and a half years old. So doesn't look it, but he is. Yeah. As for regards to what happened with my flood in the house, I did move back into my house about mid-January. That's about my January. Essentially living upstairs. It's a bit, yeah. I also, obviously with the terms of my job as well, that didn't help when I back in the June. I think the photos are still on this camera. Actually, I think about it. Me and my friends went off to Slovenia. We drove down with 2 cars. And came back with 1. We met our friend. I forget which port it was. We met up with our other friend who lives down in London way, and I was supposed to be the co-driver on his car, which was it is a 2005 Mercedes CS AMG V8 with about 480 horsepower. I was supposed to be the co-driver on that. It would have been the most powerful car I've ever driven. 4 hours into Germany, the gearbox went and added 4 hours onto an already 12-hour journey. So onto getting into Slovenia, so we had to abandon the car in Germany. Always fun. So as far as he managed to get the car back into the UK. I've not spoken to him for a while. He's managed to get the car back into the UK, but it was 5 of us in a Kia Niro. It was. Yeah, I think it was 6 days, and I wasn't the driver on that. It was the 6 days without driving, and I don't understand the SUV bits. It was a hybrid, so there's batteries under the back seats, but even with the so-called extra headroom, I was still donking my head on the pillars. So I don't understand why there's an SUV, but yeah. So there was 5 of us in 1 car the entire journey for the rest of the journey. I'd say it was 4 hours into Germany. It was not that long. Then in July, I had to have 3 weeks off work as I don't want to go into details with it because it's kind of disgusting. I got an abscess that became infected, so I needed surgery. And one of the reasons I hate my job is because I don't get sick pay on it. I get statutory sick pay, which, if you're not aware about it, it's about £95 a week. You don't get paid for the first 3 days. So I lost 500 quid for having time off for surgery, which I needed the time off. It needed to be done. The other joys of having that time off for surgery is that at the same time that the money went out of went into my account for being paid, my car insurance was due. I'm not going to name names of which company I was with, but they wanted an extra £110 for no reason. Absolutely not. Hadn't changed my job, hadn't changed my address, hadn't changed my car. Anything. There was no change on my insurance at all, but they wanted an extra 110 quid. Went on to a comparison site. Suddenly I managed to find one, even with all bells and whistles, 400 quid, which is about 250 quid cheaper than what they were offering. I don't understand that one. But as I said, that was about the same month. And so I'm glad I changed the insurers for that one. So what's happening with the channel? I don't know. I don't know whether I want to go away from the compilation size and just do like random clips. It's easy to edit because you're only doing the short clips. It'd be essentially the same clips that I do for giveaways, for giveaway clips. But I don't know. It seems a bit less personal. Here's the clip. That's it. Whereas if you're editing a compilation, you've got a little bit of different styles that you can go on. You can edit it a little bit better. There's still the problem of it takes time to edit, as I've not touched my editing software at all for about 6 months now. It's 10th of October now. Hopefully I should release this video later today. So I don't fully know where the channel is going, as I am quite close to the grand 1,000 subscribers, which does give you the benefit of live streaming, which is something I wouldn't mind trying to do. Just stick my phone onto a live stream, go for a drive. as it happens. So obviously I'd have to be kept quite careful with because I don't really want people knowing exactly where I work and where I live. But yeah, that would be the magical lot. I've not had anyone reach out for, like, I don't know what you call it, for sponsorship or anything like that, because my channel's too small. I've approached like Viofo and they said, well, try and if you get your channel more active, yeah, give us a contact. And I never followed up on that, which would have been interesting. So yeah, I don't know where I'm going to be going with this. I don't know. I still feel bad for. I think I started back up on compilation 95 following the flooding, and even then I think I only started getting back in April time, I think it was. So I've only done about 5 or 6 videos since I came back, and I pattered out completely. So yeah, I still feel bad for that. I came back for a short spell, nothing. Then again, obviously, just look at Dashcam Bristol. I think he's had a slight burnout as well. He's having a midlife crisis buying a bike. So yeah, I don't exactly know where I'm going with the channel at this moment in time. I need to get back into touching the video editing software and just getting back into the pattern. Because I said I'm trying to do it on a fortnightly basis. That was my own limitation. I don't need to do it on a fortnightly basis. Don't get me wrong, it's better when you have a constant amount of constant and reliable uploads. But when you start breaking that's it. Well, even when you do follow it, YouTube doesn't help you out at all. So I don't know. I still, as I need to get back into the pattern of that, I still need to go through all the backlog from back into April, I think it is. I'm about halfway through them anyway, but I've not touched them editing wise. Yeah. So I know it's not a great update. And it's not a great update because I don't know what's going on. I'm still working a crappy job as far as I'm concerned. When you work your shift, you don't really want to spend all the time going to editing software or going to job searching sites. I have sort of just fallen back onto video games. I've been playing Fallout 76 since all this happened. My friend got me into it. It's after a while it has become a chore because it's an online game. So yeah, I apologise. I'm not having much of an update. I need to get back into the swing of editing software, going to the editing software and just going through it. I need to get my head on straight. I really do. I don't know what else to say. The problem's all in my head, and the problem's also my job. I need to get away from my job. I really do. So yeah, I don't know what else to add. But yeah. Till next time, take care.
Fucking hell!